students, you are welcome to your English class. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you in this new day again. Muy buenos días, queridos estudiantes. Sean ustedes bienvenidos a la clase de inglés. Es un placer para mí estar aquí nuevamente con ustedes. The topic for today is the future with going to. El tema del día de hoy es el futuro con el going to. And the purpose for this activity is identify, read and write sentences with the future going to. Y nuestro propósito el día de hoy es, vamos a identificar, a leer y a escribir oraciones con el futuro going to. Let's start, dear students. Vamos a comenzar. Grammar, be going to. Esta es la gramática, ¿ok? Grammar, be going to. We use going to talk about plans for the future, right? This is the previous class, right? For example, this is the first example. He's going to visit his cousin next month. He's going to visit his cousin next month. This is an affirmative sentence, right? This is a plan, right? Yes, very good. The next one is a negative form. La siguiente que tenemos aquí es en forma negativa. He isn't is in negative form. Isn't going to visit his cousin next month, right? The next one, is he going to visit his cousin next month? Is in question form, right? Is in question form. Notice in the affirmative form, start with a pronoun and then the verb to be and then going to plus the main verb in the base form, and finally is the complement, right? In negative form, we have with the pronoun, we start with the pronoun. Isn't is the verb to be with not, right? Is the verb to be with the word not that become in isn't, right? And then is going to visit is the main verb in the base form, and finally is the complement, right? So in affirmative, in negative form, you start with a pronoun, right? You start with a pronoun and then is coming the verb to be, right? The verb to be. But in negative form is together make contraction with the word not, right? Pero en la forma negativa hacemos una contracción con la palabra not, que se convierte en isn't, ¿verdad? Isn't. But in question form, you start with the verb to be. Pero en la forma de pregunta, empezamos con el verbo to be. And then is the pronoun, right? Después es el pronombre. And then is going to, and then is visit, that is the main verb in the base form. Luego viene el verbo principal en su forma de origen. His cousin next month is the complement, right? Okay, when you want to create a sentence in the question form, you have to change places the pronoun with the verb to be. Cuando quieras crear una oración con el going to, que es lo que tenemos que hacer, pero en forma de pregunta vamos a cambiar de posiciones. ¿Qué cosa? Vamos a cambiar de posición el verbo to be y con el pronombre o el sujeto. En este caso tenemos el pronombre, ¿verdad? Y creamos nuestra oración en forma de pregunta. This is a yes, no questions. Yes, no question. ¿Por qué? Porque son respuestas cortas, que ahora veremos cómo vamos a contestar. Next, what is he going to do next month? ¿Qué es lo que va a hacer el próximo mes? Okay, this is an open question, right? In open question, the answer is a complete sentences. En una pregunta abierta, la respuesta es, ¿qué cosa? Una oración completa. Una oración que tiene la estructura gramatical, pronombre, el verbo to be, going to, the main verb, el verbo principal, and the complement, ¿ok? Muy bien, chicos, vamos a resolver la siguiente actividad. Now we are going to read, vamos a leer. Read, write what children are going and aren't going to do in the forest next weekend. Use the following words. ¿Qué nos dice acá? Vamos a escribir lo que los niños van y no van a hacer. Recordemos que el are going es el van, ¿ok? Aren't going to, no van a hacer, to do, in the forest, que quiere decir en el bosque, next weekend, el próximo fin de semana. Use the following words. Vamos a utilizar, we are going to use the words that we have in this chart. Vamos a utilizar las palabras que tenemos en este cuadro. The first one is surf. Surf, that is navegar, ¿ok? Have a good time. Tener un buen momento, divertirse. Listen to music. You know what is the meaning of listen to music, right? Eat at restaurants. Okay, comer en un restaurante. Sing songs, cantar canciones. Drink water, beber agua. Have piano lessons, tener lecciones de piano. Ski at night, esquiar en la noche. Okay, so in this case, you have to use these words and make sentences using are going to or aren't going to do. Okay, ahora ¿qué es lo que vamos a hacer? Con estas palabras vamos a hacer oraciones con el going to afirmativo o aren't going to do en forma negativa. For example, the first one is an example, okay? El primero es un ejemplo. The children, okay, the children, porque nos están hablando acá de los niños, ¿verdad? The children, los niños, are going to have a good time. Are going to have a good time in the forest next week. Los niños van a tener un buen momento, van a pasarla bien. En el bosque, in the forest, en el bosque next week, right? Next week. Very good. Now, let's start with surf. Vamos a comenzar con la palabra surf. In this case es navegar, it's a verb, right? Es un verbo. Entonces vamos a completar acá. In this case, vamos a empezar entonces. A ver. In this case, the children are going to or aren't going to surf in the forest next week. ¿Cuál sería? El are going to or aren't going to. ¿Qué sería, chicos? Sería aren't, right? Aren't. In this case, you have to write the children aren't, right? Aren't. Porque no podemos decir que en el bosque van a navegar, ¿verdad? Entonces, in this case, it's aren't. Aren't going to surf, right? Surf. The first one is surf. Tenemos surf que tenemos que comenzar con ello. Surf in the forest. Ahora continuamos. In the forest. Next week, right? Next week. Very good. Muy bien. El siguiente. Very good. The children aren't going to surf in the forest next week, right? Very good. The next one. El siguiente. ¿Qué tenemos? Have a good time. This is the first example, right? Okay. Have a good time. Next is listen to music, right? Listen to music. So, start with the children. The children. Vamos a comenzar con the children. The children are or aren't going to? Are going to or aren't going to? Aren't, right? Aren't going to listen to music, right? In the forest next week. Okay? Next weekend in this case, right? In this next weekend. Okay, and so in this case you have to identify, recognize, okay, what are the children going to do in the forest. Tenemos que identificar y escribir, pues, ¿no? ¿Qué es lo que van a hacer los niños en el bosque? The next one is eat at a restaurant. Are the children going to eat in the restaurant? No, right? Sing songs? Yes, maybe, right? Drink water also. Drink water, right? Have a piano lessons? No, right? Ski at night? No, right? So you have to identify what the children are going to do or what aren't going to do. Okay, tenemos que identificar qué es lo que van a hacer y lo que no van a hacer. Okay, dear students, very good. Muy bien, queridos estudiantes. Ahora te toca a ti. It's your turn. Ahora es tu turno. Come on, let's go. I know you can do it very good.